Max Inc. Radio, you are in Tommy Trigger's Outlaw Hideouts per usual on the Wednesday nights around here. Got Miss Meaghan Owens sitting in with me for the show, kind of co-hosting it with me. Meaghan, you've been involved with an organization called Guitars for Vets for a long time. I know you've done a lot of work with them, and they do a lot of great things. I actually saw a piece that Brian Williams did, what was that, like a year ago? Or something like that on the NBC News about them. So you want to talk about them a little bit?
Yeah, I'm a spokesperson for Guitars for Vets, and you can look that up at guitarsforvets.com. And what we do is we teach guitar lessons to injured and ailing veterans. And injury for us can go even into the realm of PTSD. We definitely support that is a form of injury. And studies have shown, because studies are being done on our program right now by the National Institute of Health, that our veterans respond exceedingly well to learning to play guitar and learning to play instruments. And we chose the guitar as our instrument of choice at Guitars for Vets because it's sort of like holding an M16. I mean, you know, if you've been a soldier in Iraq or Afghanistan and you've been holding that every day and night, you know, for the last 6 years or however long you've been there, holding a guitar can be a very comforting thing. To come back to civilian life and just to not have that anymore is very weird for people, I think. So one thing, it's a comfort thing to be holding the guitar. The next thing is it's a muscle memory thing where you don't even really realize it, but it is helping you almost meditate without knowing that you are, because you're using your mind and your body. And hopefully when you practice enough, you get your spirit in there, in your guitar too. And so our motto is putting the healing power of music into our nation's heroes. And we've even had support from Willie Nelson.
Yeah, I seen pictures of him wearing the T-shirt. That was awesome. I was excited when I saw that.
I was ecstatic. I was freaking out. I was like, yeah, Willie. We are really looking for celebrity spokesperson, and Willie Nelson and any of the Outlaws are the classic ones, you know, Chris who's a veteran, Chris Christopherson, or Merle. I mean, we would love them to be our celebrity spokespeople.
That's cool. Now, the piece I saw about a year ago that Brian Williams did, just a little piece, was from the Milwaukee chapter. So is it nationwide or is it based in Milwaukee?
Yes, we are nationwide. And within about 2.5 years, we expanded from 1 to 2 chapters in Wisconsin. Our first chapter was Milwaukee. It was a Blocky, VA. We were headquartered out of there. And it exploded to the point where we have maybe 61 pending chapters. I mean, 25 established now. And then there's however many more people who want to be a part of it. You know, what you need to have is a dedicated person in that region who will continue to run it, you know, who will coordinate volunteer teachers with students.
So this is all volunteer, nonprofit, just for the good.
Yeah, this is a completely run volunteer organization. Not even Patrick Nettesheim, the co-founder, or even the president make any money off of it. And we don't have any corporate backing. We don't have any money coming from the VA. All that may be changing in the future because it's hard to, I mean, this has exploded so huge that it is hard to keep it going. It has been though. And to me that I get chills thinking about it because it really does make a difference in the lives of people. I mean, I've had people personally tell me they did not commit suicide because they went through this program. You know, it's not something that I did or one single person did. It's what we all did, you know, that all these people said, hey, it's not that hard. I could just teach someone to play guitar. And I think that that's so powerful because it gives someone a creative outlet if you're really, really depressed, you know?
Yeah, there's a link to Guitars for Vets on our website, which is outlawtommytrigger.com. I'm thinking of a newspaper article about that was in the Journal Sentinel where you were interviewed. I'll find that, and I'll post a link to that on our Facebook page and our website as well. Now, I know, aren't they on Friday nights, don't they have like concerts, that bigger ones? I remember something about that. Like something was going to be broadcast on 88.9 or something like that. And why don't you talk about that a little bit?
I think 889 decided not to partner with us, but that was originally talked about. We would love their support.
Sorry for bringing it up then.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It may happen in the future, and if someone from there is listening, we would love that. But because anything that puts out the Guitars for Vets idea out into the world only brings back something positive, you know. Yeah, we have I think it's called Tosa City Limits, and modeled after Austin City Limits. But we do a house concert up in headquarters. Headquarters has just recently moved downtown to the Grand Avenue building in the mall. Yeah, there's upstairs where Old Navy used to be is now a place called Vet Transfer, and they have all kinds of services for veterans there. Downtown Milwaukee at Grand Avenue Mall, and Guitars for Vets' new headquarters is now there. But it's been about the last 2 months of moving. And so Tosa City Limits will probably be recalled, I don't know, Vet Transfer City Limits or Grand Avenue City Limits. We'll have to rename it. But what it is it's a house concert, and we basically just charge some money at the door, or it's donation actually, and we can't charge money, but a donation at the door, and then we just take that money and raise for rent, basically. So it's pretty awesome. I did their first one with my old bass player Bill Solomon and a guy named Craig Bauman from the band Honest Monday. Yeah,
That's cool. I see next in my queue here we're getting a song on by Gene LaFond. Is he involved with Guitars for Vets?
this summer I had the honor to go up to Minneapolis and play a couple shows for about 3,000 people apiece, and they were outside in the Veterans Memorial Amphitheaters. They have a lot of those in Minneapolis, and the Blood on the Tracks band was my backing band. I only played a couple songs with them, but I went up there to represent and be a spokesperson. The Blood on the Tracks band is a lot of the star players of the Minneapolis area. So you've got, guys like Billy Hallquist who played with Steve Miller Band. You have Kevin Odegaard who played with Bob Dylan. You've got all the guys that played on the Dylan's Blood on the Tracks record.
Yeah, I was just thinking he's from the Minnesota area, from the state somewhere, and yeah, the Blood on the Tracks album. I just wanted to. I'm smart. I thought of that too. I just wanted to put that out there, but you beat me to it.
Well, I guess that record first got recorded in New York, and then it got scrapped, and then they decided to re-record it in Minneapolis. And that's the one we all know and love. I love that record. That's my favorite Dylan record. So I met Gene. He was one of the guys in the Blood on the Tracks family, and he has a song called Chained to the Road that I really like. It's kind of how I feel when I'm out there traveling. But Gene's a great writer, and this comes off of his CD called The Wild Unknown, and it's Gene LaFond, LaFond, and he was a part of our shows up in Minneapolis. And after that, I hope you'll play Dusty Old Road. So we have 2 road songs in a row. And a Dusty Old Road I wrote with Al Harrison. He's from Guitars for Vets. He was a participant in the program. He's a great guy. He's our poster man. You'll see him. He's sitting in a wheelchair and he's holding a guitar, and he says right above him, it says, "This is what a real guitar hero looks like." So there was an actual billboard in Milwaukee, just like that overhead, and so he's also on our signs that we hang up. So so it'll be Chained to the Road by Gene LaFond and my song called Dusty Old Road that I recorded with my dear friend Dave McCormick from West Virginia. We recorded that in Nashville at his house, and he's singing back up with me and playing the lap steel.
Cool, and that's off your forthcoming album, the Rootsy Americana one. Cool.
Actually, if you like that song, you can purchase that particular song, Dusty Old Road, at usatalentlive.com, and you search under artists for me, and I sell that one on usatalentlive.com.
Very cool. Coming right up here. What is the Guitars for Vets website one more time?
Guitarsforvets.com.
The number 4?
I think if you write the letters FOR or type the number 4, we have both.
Awesome. MaxInc Radio, radio for the people. Tommy Trigger and Meaghan Owens with you tonight. Miss Meaghan Owens, here's the Gene LaFond song, Chained to the Road.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Every lover is sleeping, and I'm out here on this freeway trying to get back home to you. There's a north wind blowing hard tonight, and the whole damn earth is shaking. I've been praying for enlightenment, but I don't know what to do. Well, they call this a freeway, I'm chained to the road. And they call this the highway, but I'm feeling low. They say it's the best way, but it's such a price to pay to be so alone.